Hey there, it's Wendy, the face behind WendyWorkArt on Instagram. So today we're going to be covering step 4 in the making of paint skin jewelry. So far we've covered step 1, which was mixing paint. Step 2 was pouring the paint and making the actual paint skin. And then step 3 we just did the other day. It was how to cut the paint skin to be ready to glue and turn into jewelry. So today we're covering step 4 and we'll be gluing. So what I'm gonna do is, so that you can see better, I'm going to move you up close. I want people to see my face, but you will be able to see the jewelry. Okay, so here we are, ready to glue. So what we're first gonna do is, I'm gonna tell you what I use. So the materials that I'm gonna be using are diamond glaze glue. This is the best glue I found. I haven't really tried a whole lot of other ones, just a couple, but this one seems to work really well. Then we're gonna use the the 25mm glass pieces. Here's 2 more, and then we're also gonna use the 35mm glass pieces. So always make sure before I start using them that I inspect them first. And this one, see, has like a little something on there, so we're not going to use that one. Or maybe if I can get it off. Yeah, it came off. So then I just inspect them, kind of look at them closely to see if there's any scratches that would, you know, make it imperfect. Like, I wouldn't want to sell one that has scratches in it or like bubbles in the glass. There can be sometimes, so I always inspect them to make sure that they're all good that way. And then I kind of clean them by just like taking clean clothing or a clean cloth and rubbing them on there like that. I don't actually go and like spray them with anything, so, and that seems to work just fine. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do, so first I will glue one of the bigger ones, one of the 35mm. So I always go through a process where I kind of look at them the next day once I've cut them out and figure out if I actually like that or not. Do I like how that looks? Would that be a good necklace to make? Would somebody like that? And I kind of like that. So I think what I'll do, I'll glue it right there. So then there's just a little extra piece. That's okay, we'll cut that off. So what we're gonna do here then is take the diamond glaze for the 35mm. I'll show you the size that I put on there. So what I do with this diamond glaze, sometimes the top gets like full of glue and then it dries like that. So I peel off the top, and then I have this crazy looking pin that I will stick in here to free up so the glue can get out. So there we go. So this is how big a dot. Put more glue than I think I'll need, because you don't want to have any gaps in the bottom. You don't want to have any bubbles. So then going to set this on here carefully, and then make sure, press down on the center as hard as I can, and then I'll pick it up and kind of squeeze out from the center outward to get all the bubbles out of there and get all the glue to be spread out evenly. And you'll see it coming out on the sides, and that's fine. So here I've got glue on my fingers, and I always keep a rag right next to me to wipe off that glue. Same thing. And then check again, make sure that there's no bubbles under the glass. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then I set it aside. Now it's got to be set there for I usually leave them there for 24 hours to dry. So now the matching earrings, let's see if that, yeah, I think I like those. So then, so I picked out 2 of the 12mm glass cabochons. And these just take a little drop. 1 drop, 1 drop. And once again, set that glass right on there. Press down. Make sure that one looks good and the bubbles are out from underneath before moving on to the next one. That one looks good. Press down, get the extra glue off. Check for air bubbles. Okay, looks good. Now we'll do a 25mm size of the glue spot on here. A little bit more than I think. And the same thing. Press down, squeeze out the air bubbles, wipe off the extra. And it is worth it to take the time to make sure that there's no air bubbles in there, because if you rush the process, then you end up having to scrap the necklace anyway, so it's not worth it. Quality control. Okay, there we go. So these are actually the ones that I cut out from the second paint skin that I had showed you in the last video. I didn't cut that one on camera, but then I just cut them a little while ago, just to show you the difference of how they turned out from one pour to the next with all the same colors. So they're all the same colors in there. So it's pretty crazy difference. So I'm gonna glue this one next because that one's pretty cool. So dot of glue. Get it right where I want it. Squeeze out those bubbles. Squeeze out those bubbles more. Squeezing from the center outward. I'm gonna wipe off that extra glue. Checking for those bubbles again. Okay, there we go. That looks really pretty. What's great about these cabochons, these glass pieces, is that they have a little bit of a magnifying effect, which is kind of cool. Okay, now we're gonna do the matching earrings. That one has a bubble, that's all right, the bubble will pop. Squeeze out the bubbles. This is definitely not the most exciting part of the process, but it needs to be done. I got a bunch of glue on the top of this one, but that's all right. One of the next steps is cleaning. So we'll go over that in a future video. Best way to clean these. Okay, so that is what you do next. That is step 4, is gluing them down. So now when you get them glued down, make sure that the bubbles are all popped. Then you let them sit there for a good 24 hours probably. I mean, you can probably do a little bit less. My dog's hair is down here. But I would say, just to be safe, give it 24 hours. Okay, so please like this video if you like this video. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when I post a new video. I'll be posting at least one new video a week going forward. And also, if you have any questions ever on any of these videos, please just leave your comment down below, and I will try to answer your question either right in the comment section, or I will address it in a future video. All right. Okay, until next time, keep pouring, and I'll see you later. Bye.